What's up, Tech Gang? Stefan here from TechRight. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Google Pixel 9a. This is Google's latest mid-range phone, priced at around $499, but it's on sale currently for only $399, and it offers some really good stuff, and it delivers essentially some flagship performance for any of you out there that want a good bang for buck budget phone. Right off the bat, the design of the Pixel 9a is very, very clean. It's familiar, and you've got some classic Pixel look with a camera bar in the back, but instead of glass, it's made of a high quality polycarbonate material. It also feels pretty solid, super light in the hand, and not quite as premium as the Pro model, of course, but it still is pretty solid all around. The display is a 6.3-inch OLED with a full HD plus resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate. Of course, a big jump from the older A series Pixels. It's bright, colorful, and super smooth when scrolling through apps or watching videos. Under the hood, it runs the Google Tensor G4 chipset. This is the same chipset that we got in the Pixel 9 Pro. So we are using last year's flagship processor on this year's budget phone. Paired with that, we get 8 GB of RAM and either 128 or 256 GB of storage. Again, plenty of power for everyday use, multitasking, and even some gaming on this as well. So very, very powerful processor, especially for the $399 price tag that is on this phone currently. And if you guys do want to pick this up, I'll leave a link in the description down below. Now, when it comes to the performance, the Pixel 9a feels surprisingly fast for a mid-range phone. Google's Tensor G4 chip handles day-to-day tasks with ease. Switching between apps, streaming, browsing are all smooth and responsive. Where you might notice some limitations is with heavier gaming or intensive photo or video editing. It's not slow, of course, by any means, but it is not built for hardcore performance like some of the Snapdragon flagships. All in all, though, for the activities that I do, I play Call of Duty Mobile, I play PUBG sometimes, and this totally runs it 100% fine. So not too many people out there are doing crazy stuff on their phone. So really, this is just speaking to that 1% of people out there that need a ton of power. Now, the best part about this Pixel phone, of course, is the software. You get a pure stock Android 15 straight out of the box from Google, no bloatware or unwanted apps. Very, very clean, fast, and of course intuitive. And the crazy thing is Google has promised 7 years of software and security updates, which is absolutely insane for this price point. That means this phone could easily last you well into the 2030s without being outdated. Pretty wild stuff. As far as the camera performance goes, the Pixel 9a's camera is one of the biggest reasons to buy this phone, and especially at the $399 price tag, if you're looking for a phone that has a solid camera, this is going to be the best phone to get. You're getting a 48 megapixel main sensor and of course a 13 megapixel ultra wide. Google's computational photography does do most of the heavy lifting here. The photos come out crisp, detailed, and well balanced almost every single time. Colors are natural, dynamic range is excellent, and it handles tricky lighting very, very well. Portrait shots look great. Night sight continues to be one of the best in the business. Even though it's not the exact same camera setup as the Pixel 9 Pro, you're getting 90% of the quality for almost half the price. So insane deal right here. Video recording tops out at 4K 60 frames per second. We can do 1080 at either 30 or 60 frames per second as well. And stabilization on this is very, very nice. You can easily vlog or capture travel clips without worrying about shaky footage. So for anybody out there who's had a budget phone that doesn't have the greatest camera out there, this is the closest you're going to get to a flagship device for the $399 price tag. Amazing camera on this device. Battery life is another strong point. The 5100 mAh battery easily lasts a full day of moderate to heavy use, and if you're lighter on your phone, you might stretch it into the next day. The only downside is the charging speed. Of course, I told you 23 watt wired, 7.5 watt wireless, which feels slow in 2025. It takes about 90 minutes to get a full charge, so it's not the fastest in the world, but the trade-off is longevity and battery health, which Google seems to prioritize. So who's the Pixel 9a really for? If you want a phone that nails the essentials, great camera, long battery life, smooth display, and years of updates, the Pixel 9a is an excellent choice. It's perfect for everyday users, students, or anyone who just wants a reliable, no-fuss smartphone for a very, very good price. If you're a power user, gamer, or someone who wants all the latest AI features and faster charging, then you might want to step it up to the Pixel 9 Pro or maybe even the Pixel 10 Pro. But in all honesty, for the price tag of $399 right right now. The Pixel 9a delivers incredible value. It's easily one of the best mid-range phones of 2025, and I'm just going to say it, the best mid-range phone of 2025 is the Pixel 9a. Amazing phone right here, and even greater that you can get this phone at a price tag of $399.